We're going to change notes just a little bit because we have some poetry from someone who has really knocked it out every time I've seen them perform. So I just want to welcome Lilium to the stage. Go for Lilium, everybody.
Ew. So, mics are necessarily not my best friends in the whole entire world. First time I ever used a mic at an open mic, I broke it. So I'm not touching that. Don't text me now, I'm busy. Because Alice, why do you fall so hard? Chasing after the white rabbit when nothing but monsters bite at your heels. Alice, why do you run so far? Face your fears, Alice. Don't give me that look, Alice. But Alice, don't die. Because all I do is run, right? Because all I do is dodge words that hit like bullets and duck phrases that rip holes in my chest. Because I won't allow you to suck the happiness away. Because I'm not like those other girls. Because I'm always cranky and because I'm always tired. And because every single time I try to walk away to sort out the chaos in my head, all I hear is Alice, why do you fall so hard? Chasing after the white rabbit when nothing but monsters bite at your heels. Alice, why do you run so far? Face your fears, Alice. Don't give me that look, Alice. But Alice, don't die. But why? I mean, I feel that exiting the world of the mortal will do these mortals good. You want me to face my fears when they consist of family, friends, and my everlasting buddy, suicide. I mean, when cold, dead razors run all willy-nilly across my emotional casing, I feel like I bleed out negativity, almost like sweating out a cold, but I can't bleed too much. I mean, as easy as it would be to cut out all the negativity left, leaving red streaks that line brown skin. All that plays in my head is Alice, why do you fall so hard? Chasing after the white rabbit when nothing but monsters bite at your heels. Alice, why do you run so far? Face your fears, Alice. Do not give me that look. Alice, do not die. Boy, this is a bigger crowd than last time. A little nerve-wracking. A to Z succubus. Arching arrows bestow my beauty, creating chaotic conundrums that dwell deep in my eccentric yet exciting energy, feeling fire from going greatly, high, intense, juggling razor-sharp tones in my jugular, knives on my tongue, little lions in my eyes, majestic. I would like to know nothing of negativity, or, because I couldn't find the word for O, even let the skies precipitate the perception of people's personalities, quite the confusion of life. Raise the stakes, turn the tables, I am undeniably, unmistakably vibrating vivaciousness, voluptuous, while waiting for the world to recognize my wisdom. Xylophones play the tune of yet another yielder of zealousness. I am personified divinity. It will do you well to learn of me, because one, before this, you've never heard of me. Our stars have yet to collide in the Big Bang that would shape our cosmos. You are a loner, but not alone. Illuminated by the bright light your friends emit, enough to drown out the darkness, but not enough to dispel it. Two, loving me will be difficult. Loving me will be difficult. Wow, what the hell did I do? Loving me will be difficult for my existence is not without faults, excuse me. I'll be up, down, blink, and you'll miss something important, but I do not ask you to love me, just care enough, at least, to listen to me cry at night with no judgment, to listen to my heart beat, and tune in to enjoy the many things that life has to offer. If this is not done within the first few months, do not fret. I am a hot mess of ideals and broken heartstrings. 3, learn the melody my soul plays. Hum along to the tune. When you hear a broken note in my voice, try your hand at fixing it. Try to coax my core into singing a song that loves life. That's the only way to get me to stay in the loving embrace of staying awake during difficult days. These are some of the things I tell people when they submit applications on how they'll care for my eccentric. I tell them that they'll have to carry my heavy on their Atlas-like shoulders, for I feel that 100% of everyone is stronger than me. But yet they still fall into step with me, and they claim that they are ready. Then when they leave, blame me for suckling the life from them slowly while we love together. Blame me for not telling them that my love is a dangerous entity, and they blame me for being me. Is the nicer, happier one, maybe? Probably not. No.
Lilium is also
that poem, but it's in there somewhere. In fact, easiest one to find in my phone.
You can read out of the book.
No, I don't want to. It's not fun to read out the book, kind of sometimes, maybe. Oh, where the hell did I put it? Oh, see, look, what you did. You distracted me. Somewhere. Give me a second. I apologize. It's completely and utterly. No, we're good. Because I'm in butt face. I'm in entire butt face. Anyway, so when I was at school, I'm going to spew words out until I find it. So what had happened was, I decided to go see a movie before here and drink something before I got up on stage, and I feel like a whole entire idiot. I found a poem. Recovery time. Recovery time is not based on how many times you tell me to suck it up. It's not based on you telling me that big girls don't cry, and that black femmes have to be strong for all femmes, and that what I've experienced in my lifetime isn't as bad, because at least I had a roof over my head and food to eat, and that I'm ungrateful, because at least my mother took care of me, and you got beat abused. As a kid, you turned out fine. Fuck you. Because beating a child relentlessly, ruthlessly, incessantly should not be the norm. And telling a child that she is worthless and will never learn shouldn't be okay. And just because it's happened to you, and you turned out to be angry, hateful, stubborn, confrontational, does not mean that you are okay. My recovery time is not based on how fine you think you turned out to be. It's based on how much I've gone through, and how long it takes me to realize that your mistakes and violence are no fault of mine. There we go.